on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Houston Texans.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Come on, set!
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
You talk about this Titan defense.
They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he fields it cleanly. Oh, what a move.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he?
Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Will Anderson.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Tua going to throw. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. So the completion results there in 9 yards. That brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Here's Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42.
And the Texans will take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Sam Williams bringing him down that time.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
Trying to lay one up deep. And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 15.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 15.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like in this.
It got his man complete.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Titans. DJ Moore. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Titans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. To Pierce, they set up the screen.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Throwing now is Stroud. Delivers another one to Pierce.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Texans had 5 and 8, 3 games under 500. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce.
And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Stroud looking to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Amani Hooker. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
At the 26-yard line.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter.
After the turnover, it's Tua.
Got a man, it's Brown. And it's a Titans touchdown.
Chase Brown
With another touchdown, number 24 on the year.
And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Texans nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle.
Cotton. Jeremy Chin there defensively.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down.
Roll, roll, roll.
On second down now.
Cotton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Texans nothing.
Here we go, here we go. Ready, ready?
Stroud sets up the play action. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are going to have it here just past the 25.
First down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Tua now on first down.
Being chased out left.
And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Hey, let's go.
On play action, here's Tua. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. That one good for 24 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
20, TX.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Touchdown! Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans take a 3-touchdown lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Matthew Wright set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Jeffrey Simmons able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Ready?
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Stroud.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 27.
21G.
Tua sets up to pass it.
That pass complete to Moore.
And out of bounds right around the 20. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Tua.
This pass complete to Melton. Down inside the 10.
And he gets it all the way down to the 3. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Complete to DJ Moore. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Texans' 1-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
In the backfield by himself is Brown, 2nd and goal. Looking to pass. Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And it's a Titans touchdown.
Chase Brown.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Titans are able to add on to their first half lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Ready.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Big Lion.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff, now Tua. A short throw pulled in by Woods. He's got room to roam. Touchdown, Titans. Jelani Woods, 32 yards. And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Texans nothing. Matthew Wright set to
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Let's go now.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
brings up 2nd and 3.
Now 2nd and 3.
21-yard line.
Here's Stroud. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Stroud working out of the gun.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Panther 60, Panther 60, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
The throwing again is Stroud.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Here we go, shot.
Final play of the half, Stroud.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jeremy Chin picks it off, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Ready.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Here's Tua.
Pass out left, caught by Woods.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
An inside give, Brown, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Tua gonna throw. Throw left side complete. That's more. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Moore, the man in motion.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 3rd quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guy stopping the run.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
There he goes, left side.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Houston.
Dameon Pierce with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to at least get one score back.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it, and you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around.
Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Hustle, hustle, hustle.
Going for it with Pierce.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
44.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking middle, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now back to throw. Dancing to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Now look out. He's to the 20.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Dameon Pierce
with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
45, Texans 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
On second down, Tua. Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a first down as well. They'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left.
Open man downfield is Ridley.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need,
touchdown! Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Titans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Texans 14. Matthew Wright set to kick off.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check match.
Another carry for Pierce.
And no luck at all to start this drive as they're going to drop him behind the line for a second straight play. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well on the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop it?